My dad was always building stuff when I was a kid. Old cars, motorcycles, hot rods, a small car for me and my sister with a chainsaw engine. One time he even built a big ass wind turbine behind our house. But it wasn't until later in life I started to rebuild some small motorcycles and of course the small car as you've seen. Now I'm gonna show you something a little different. A few videos back we talked about games and the sim rig that I built. When I grew up that stuff wasn't around. Back then it was arcades. And especially one that was called Sega Rally. And Sega Rally has become legendary. And I've always been fascinated by pinball games and arcades and stuff like that. Probably because I couldn't play that when I was a kid. It just wasn't around in the field that I grew up in. Now I was trying to find one to film with for a video that me and Blessed Beats were making. And I could find them like in old ads that was sold 10 years ago. But I started to email some people and all of a sudden I got lucky. There was this guy outside of town and he had 4 of those games. They were broken, but he would let me buy them for $100 if I took them all. And those cabinets are 240 kilos each. So yeah, we went there the next day. They were in kind of bad condition, to say the least. But there were 4 of them, so we could probably take parts and make 2 nice ones. That was the plan. So we took everything apart and started to restore them. So I found this Brazilian guy that was making these special circuit boards, and we installed a mini PC in one of the cabinets. And we were able to use the wheel and pedals to play the game, or any other game as well. And one day Bless was like, why not make this thing into something that you can drive for real? And I always thought it was more fun to do the real thing than to play it, you know? So I found this suitable electric go-kart that I could merge with the arcade. So it was finally time for the first test drive.
Nej, glöm det. Vi hörs. Klockan är 4. Jag går hem.
There was still some work left. So now I put the monitor on top of it. Then I made a frame for it. And of course, there had to be a camera in front so you can see where you're going. And one in the rear so you can see if you need to back up. And it had to sound like a 4-cylinder as well. And I found this company that's called Sound Racer. I almost said Sound Blaster, but yeah, this is their homepage. And the way this works is I put some magnets on the sprocket, and it has a hall sensor, so it understands how fast the wheel is spinning, and somehow it adapts the sound accordingly to how fast you're going. It even lets you record your own sounds, so you can sample your own car. It's pretty cool.
Ja, det funkar. Fan vad sjukt. Fy fan vad sjukt. Fy fan vad sjukt. Oh shit.
I got real happy there, but it turned out that the electric motor was quite loud. Then it was time to freshen up the exterior a little. That was pretty much it. I skipped a lot of steps now. Might go into more detail about them later. But yeah, when I broke my leg, this was the perfect mobility scooter.
No. Come on now, dog. Para trás. Anyway.
And in the midst of all this, I came in contact with this guy. He's also from Europe, but he lives out in California. And he's doing this revival of the old Sega Rally game. How it would have looked if it was made today, with today's graphics. And look at it. Damn. And he thought the thing I was doing was really cool. So we got together and we 3D scanned my car, or carbonet, or whatever we want to call it.
Hey man.
So I basically took thousands of photos on the cabinet and the individual parts, which he then later converted into a 3D model in the computer. And when you have patterns like the sticker that repeats itself, that will confuse the computer. That's why we put the pink tape over it. And now he actually put that model into the game. So the plan is that you will be able to unlock this car or cabinet and actually drive the cabinet inside the game. Yeah, I'm really stoked about this, man. I'm both proud and honored about it to be part of the game as one of my things to check off on the bucket list. And it's crazy how good it turned out. I mean, the amount of detail and the textures. I think it looks on par with the rest of the game. Super nice. So the game itself is in beta testing. I don't know when it's going to be released, but hopefully he'll get the backing and it'll be like an official release. You can follow the project on @overjumprally on Instagram, and there's a link below. He told me that the tracks are inspired by real roads and that they are in California, so he's been out there to the places that inspire the tracks in the original game. And yeah, the game looks amazing. So make sure you follow him if you're interested in the game for updates, and I'll see you in the next video.